Hello and welcome. If you're catching a replay and you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, I will do the intro to give YouTube time to notify people. This is an impromptu live and we will talk about why. But first, we're going to start with Holiday Cocoa Chapstick because we always start with something to moisturize our lips. For some reason, I don't like the smell of this time, and I always like how this one smells. It smells like chocolate, and I love chocolate. But anyway, and I think I know what it is, but we'll talk about that later as well. Hello and welcome again. My name is Dion. I call this, the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty related content, try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Wear whatever you want to wear and just rock it. The bottom line here is, hey, Sarah, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. There's two things I need to let you know here if you are new. I do curse because I curse. And the second thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I always say, excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not. So if you see me do it and then say, excuse me, that's what it is. I'm trying to keep the inside troll inside. So I thought, so y'all saw the thumbnail. Today is the first day of the sale, and I already have my stuff. And I did a recommendations video, and I showed y'all what I was going to purchase, and I did. And I'm nocturnal, so I'm up all night, early morning. I go to sleep usually after sunup is when I go to bed, and so it was I ordered it for pickup. So I'm like, okay, let me go pick it up. When I woke up, and when I was there, I made some emotional purchases. Don't judge me. My uncle's funeral is tomorrow. And so I made some emotional purchases. Y'all, and you know what? I usually do order online to pick up in store when it's available to pick up in store. And so every time I go into, what do you have in your cart, Sarah? And so when I do go in to pick up something, the pickup station is right at the front where the door is. You don't have to walk through Sephora. But when I do go through, I'm like, oh, wow, like this is so pretty. Look at all this pretty stuff because I usually don't see it. And online stuff looks different. Yo, I did take a peek at the Pat McGrath, the non-mothership. It looks so much prettier in person. It looks prettier than it does online. It looks prettier than it does in people's videos. But we know she has 30% off sales and then sometimes 40% off sales. Hey, Nina. And then sometimes it does make its way to TJ Maxx or Marshalls. And so it's in my mind that when it is like a really good sale, or you know what, I'll say when it gets to TJ Maxx or Marshalls, that's when I'll get it. Some of the tones just are basic, but then it does have some pops in there. And I'm like, if that was like half off, I would buy it. But and so it was a long line. Even though I had a pickup order, I had to get in line because I got another Sephora lippy. And so before when I went for online pickup, where I picked it up at, she was able to, ring me up on her little gadget. But this lady, she's like, I'm the manager on duty tonight, so I'm not able to ring anybody up. So you'll have to wait in line up front to make the purchase. And so I'm like looking around like, oh my God. And so, but I'm gonna show you what I got. Y'all, this bag is almost full. This bag is almost full. So Sarah, what's in your cart? And I do have a Sephora link below, which will get you to Sephora's site. But anyway, so what I had said to y'all that I was going to get. Now I love those, Dion. I'm trying to decide which shade to get. I have some more to show you. You shopped my link. Thank you, Nina. Y'all, I was like, okay, let me show y'all what I ordered first that I went to pick up. I told y'all about the sample of the Dr. Dennis Gross Derma Infusions Blur Repair Cream. And I remember saying, I think this is the replacement for the SOS Repair Cream, which I cannot find online anywhere. And I only had one. Well, I opened the new one and I have one backup. And so I'm like, I need to find another one. So I did get a sample of this, that it is so reflective. And my skin likes it. So I do think this is a new one. It's one of these where you push it down and then the product pops up and you just, swipe your finger over it, which is great. It is expensive. I think, you know what? Where's my receipt? I think it was $68. 20% off. And so that's why I did get it. Where's my other receipt? But you know what they do? When they give you your pickup receipt, it doesn't have the prices on it. Am I lying? Yep. No. Wait a minute. Yeah, it doesn't have the prices on it. And so I did order that. And I did say I was getting this. And so I got that because my skin really does like it. And so the PAO is 12 months. And so I may rotate this with the SOS one, which is in a blue jar. Or I may just wait. I don't know. But and the other thing I said I was going to purchase was, let me get it right in my head now. Wait a minute. What did I say? Damn. Oh, the Fenty 3330 and the Soft Lit Foundation. I remember when I had a sample, I told y'all that I didn't like looking that glowy because I'm used to the soft matte. But lately, my under eyes have been more dry, and it could be just winter. So I'm still using the same skincare. Everything still works. And so I said, let me just try this again and then maybe just put on extra powder or something just to dull down the shine. And it is a good shade match. It's the same shade that I wear in the soft matte. This one does not oxidize. And so the color that it is the color that it is. The soft matte oxidizes. When it dries down, it's the same exact shade as this one. It's the same exact shade. And so I purchased that because I know my skin does like it. The other thing, did I tell you I was going to purchase that? I don't think so. Because it was 3 things. But the other thing I ordered was, I thought I had the mini. Oh my Lord, this is the full size. The Fenty setting powder. And the PAO was only 12 months. And so I'm going to have to, you know what? My Fashion Fair that is almost used up. I'll use this one. The Fashion Fair is 24-month PAO. Hey, Sylvia. So I will go through all of this in a year because I go through the Fashion Fair and I forget how many, like 4 months, 4 or 5 months, because that's the only powder that I use. And so I will get through this in a year. And I used to use Cashew is the shade that I purchased. I used to wear this one before. The honey made me look a little brighter. And it's just the undertone thing. And so I know that this does work for me. This says light as air setting, photo soft finish for all. Apply with a powder puff or a brush or whatever. So let's see. Oh, your order came today, Sarah. Uh-oh. So in Sarah's cart, the Cali Ray Mascara Duo gift set to try. Melanin shampoo, Kylie gift, Gissu hair oil, and you're debating on adding some other things on my list. That sounds like some good stuff. So I am gonna open this now because we're gonna try on this stuff. We're gonna try on all of this stuff. And I was chatting with my accountability partner. I said, I made an emotional purchase. And she said they're allowed when it's on discount. So she was giving me grace. And I do appreciate that because the other stuff, I had no intention. I had no intention at all. And it wasn't even a debate, should I or should not have seen it. And I'm like, And then the line was so damn long that I had time to keep eyeballing it. But anyway, so we are going to try this on. I think I have everything I need over here. I have the soft matte primer. I didn't see a need to get the hydrating primer because I think I'm going to use this with the Milk Hydro Grip. So I have paper towels here. I have these wipes I don't like here. These are the Garnier Makeup Remover wipes. You got the Fashion Fair powder. I'm going to love it. What shade did you get? And is it your shade? That Fashion Fair powder, it knocked out the box for me, Hourglass, which I loved, because the Hourglass would make my under eye look funky, whereas the Fashion Fair doesn't. The Fashion Fair, y'all see me use it all the time. And what other one was I using? The Too Faced Born Again Ethereal Setting Powder that I wanted to give, my tried and true, and to give away from Grace, like way, way, way back. And so I did purchase one for my kit, and it's a little bit less that didn't fit in the jars that I bought. And so I have been using it, but it makes me look a little ghastly, and I don't remember doing that. And so I don't know if it's because I'm like minus 0 tan right now. I don't know, but that makes my under eye look funky too, which it didn't before. So excuse me. Nina's Not Rouge. So you're going to shop the Sephora collection. 30% off is amazing. So this is this powder. So we are going to put this on. We're going to put on the Perimeter Foundation. Oh, I brought over brushes. The Ulta, they don't even sell this anymore. Number 12, Precision Foundation, and I brung over 2 of my Scott Barnes number 64. So we're gonna, because I got another powder, y'all. So we're gonna do one on one side. Hot hickory. I did get 2 for my kit. Not Truly Tawny, the one I use. Cognac Queen is the one I tried on, the one when I did her face for the formal dinner, and it just blended right in. Like how Truly Tawny blends in for me, that's how it looked on her. And I was like, damn, this looks good. And I forget what other one that I got for my kit. And so we're going to put this on. So let me put this here. Hopefully I don't mix myself up. Okay, so I had in my mind, because I mentioned, okay, let me get my head together. I'm glad you like it, Sarah. Yo, that powder for me, it never, no matter how much I put on, and y'all see me when I tap it on, you can see it when I blend it out. It's like nothing is there. And it never looks cakey. My skin never feels or looks dry. Oh my gosh, I love that Fashion Fair powder. So y'all like, so why'd you get this one? And it was in my cart. So that was something that I did plan to purchase. You enjoyed the Sephora collections items you've gotten in the past. These are the 3, and I did swatches, and I purchased this one. I purchased this one to do an ombre lip with this, and I did that in that video, and it was really nice because y'all know I don't wear these shades. And this is the other new one that I had got that I did swatches on. So what I did, because now I'm wanting to do friggin' Courtney Quarantine, her channel here on YouTube. She always does ombre lips. She's goth grunge, like her whole that's it. Like she don't do variety like I do just to do variety. Like that's what she wears. And she always does like an ombre lip, but she puts a lip liner here and then a bullet lipstick in the middle. And so I'll be like, I need to start doing that. Not necessarily with a lip liner, but just using more of my stuff. And so I purchased this one. I'm gonna tell y'all the prices of this stuff. This one is number, and we're gonna try all these on. That's why I got my paper towels over here. This one is number 135 Mystic Purple. You have the Pro Filter powder and coffee. Hey, Sylvia, did I say hi to you earlier? Yo, I am out of it. And I purchased this one to do an ombre lip with number 52 Purple. And all the numbers are different. None of the old numbers are the same as the new numbers. But I purchased this to do an ombre lip with dark purple. And I did realize that with dark purple, the Lilac City Beauty, it wasn't lilac, orchid something. It did look nice on the ombre lip, but I purchased this light purple one to do ombre lip with that one. So we are going to try that on. Hey, Dawn of the Dead, it's the first. You ain't come back alive yet? So let me tell y'all the prices. So, oh Lord. We know the Fenty, I think, is like 40, but then it was 20% off. The powder, I forget how much the powder was because they don't give you the prices aren't on the receipt when you pick up. But this is normally $16. This was 30% off. And so I paid $11.20 for this. Hell yeah. This I had in my cart online, and I was looking at the colors. I might have mentioned it. And I was like, I took it out of the cart because I wanted to see it in person. And then I believe it's limited edition. It has this long handle thing. This would be good to put your phone in, I think, since it's clear. It has a thing on here that says Sephora. And I wanted to see it in person. And so I looked at it and I'm like, would I use those shades? And so we're going to take them out. Oh, let me tell y'all this though. The set, keep in mind, brand new, not on sale. These are $16. This 5-piece set in the bag, it was $38. So for like the price of 2 of these, plus like $2 more, you get 5 instead of 2. That's a good ass deal. You only an insider says, "Dawn, I really shop Sephora except for fragrance." Or get Sephora brand stuff because their stuff is 30% off throughout the duration of the sale. So For 2 of these, full price is $32, $38, and you got 5 of them. And I said, is it still going to be 30% off? Because Sephora is stingy, so I didn't want to put it past them that if something's bundled or whatever, you don't still get the deal. This set was still 30% off. So for these 5 lip stains, instead of $38, 30% off, I paid $26.60. $26.60 for less than the price of 2 full price. Got 5. I was like, hey Grace, I was talking about you earlier. What did I say? I forget what I said. Oh, I was talking about the Too Faced Born This Way ethereal powder that I won from a giveaway like way long time ago because I purchased another powder. So just to recap real quick. So what I picked up that I ordered online was the Hydrating Fenty Primer, Cashew Powder and Fenty, and the Dr. Dennis Gross powder. This is the one, not powder, moisturizer. This one I think is a replacement for the SOS moisturizer that I like a lot. So for less than the price of 2, you get 5. And so I was looking at, and this is why I wanted to see it in person, because I'm looking at it, because y'all know I don't wear a lot of these shades. Let's hold this one up with this one. Okay, they are different. Y'all know I don't really wear these shades, but I want to do more ombre lips. And so I'm like, So I was looking at them, and even with the ones that I have, these are the ones that I already have. Like some of these, I can do ombre lips with this. And even if it don't look right, y'all know we're going to rock it like it do, because that's what we do here at the Quigley Nation. So I was looking at the set, and I thought these 2 would make a nice ombre lip. And also maybe these two right here. And maybe just put a gloss over top of this one, or do a brown lip liner and put that on. Or, because this is kind of bright. This one is, these don't have, like the other one, like the individual ones, they have a sticker and it has a number and the name. These in this bundle don't. And this is 126, but I can't read what it says. If you look online on Sephora, it will break down to you what the number is and what the shade is. And so I will be using these. This one, though, I'm kind of, this is very pink. So I'm like, I don't know. But these 2 definitely for an ombre lip. And these 2 definitely for an ombre lip. And even looking at this with this one, this pink is so friggin' bright. But I don't know, that might work too. I don't know. But so we're going to try all of them on. And again, for all 5 of them and the pouch, $26.60. And full price, they cost $16 for one. So if these are your colors, or even if 3 of your colors and like your sister or somebody, you know, they like another color, I do recommend these, especially if you like liquid lipsticks. Your lips do need to be not dry and not cracked, and that's for any liquid lipstick. But I have never had any problem. I'm trying to turn it so you can see the colors. I've never had any problems with these. So if these are your colors, or even if you only wear like these 3 and this, give the other 2 away, because for the price, and you get the pouch. So we're going to try all of those on. And so what else did I get? There's 2 more. Damn, 3 more things in my bag. And so this set was a maybe. I wanted to see them in person. And I saw them in person, and I did get it. The deal is amazing. So, yeah. So my other impulse buy, standing in that long-ass line, I saw, they do like they do at the grocery store. They put all the candy and chips where the cashier is, because the kids are like, oh, chips, candy. And that's how they got me with this. This is the Proteini Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. I do use a Drunk Elephant Proteini serum. So I'm like, this should work. And this is the mini one. It's the trial size one, because I didn't want to commit to a full size. And this, for the mini, is $22, 20% off. I paid $17.16 for this. And we are, they put something else in here. So this is what that looks like. And so I will be, do I want to put some of this on now? So it's just a regular cream. I think we're going to, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. And then I'll show you what this is because I don't know what that is. So we're gonna take some out of the cap, and it feels nice. But then it's a cream, so I mean, so I cleaned out the inside of the cap. It feels nice. But you know, I might have to put my mirror down here in front of me. It feels very hydrating. Either that or my skin was dry. Red Desert wasn't in this set, so I'm fine with picking up the individual. Okay. Okay, now it's drying down. This is interesting. Okay. It does. It has a medicinal smell to it, but it's not bothersome. Like it's not assaulting my sinuses, and I had to really like keep sniffing it to smell it. Oh, y'all, listen. When I came back in from picking up this order, okay, this is dried down. This feels nice. My throat was scratchy, and that's how I know I'm always about to catch a cold. It starts in my throat. My throat is scratchy, so I'm like, fuck. Because my uncle's service is tomorrow, and then there's a repast that's going to be at one of my cousin's house, and I'm just like. So I called one of my aunts, and I told her, I said, I have a question for you. I said, my throat is scratchy, which is how I always know I'm starting to catch a cold. Should I still come tomorrow? And she was like, I'll just put a mask on. So I was like, okay. And I do still have masks from before. Desert Red, are any of these? I didn't even tell y'all what the colors were because, I mean, I wish they did still have like how this one says because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at it, but I don't want to take up too much time. I can't read this at all. I can't read any of them because I wanted to see. You know what I could do? Duh. This does feel nice. It doesn't feel oily or greasy. I'm gonna go on my phone real quick because maybe one of the. Well, you already said one of them wasn't your color, so I'm tripping. Let me just put the phone down. But you know what? Because then I can tell you what it is. Let me pick the phone back up. Oh gosh, cream lip stain. All right, so at least when I tell you the number, I can tell you what it is, and it is limited edition. That set is limited edition. So scroll down to show more. Okay. Ooh, always red, marvelous mauve, rose instinct, hot pink, and frozen pomegranate. Those are the colors. But I'll still say it again to you when we try them on. So what was I going to do? What's the PAO on this? I'll use it up because it's small. So she said just wear a mask and still come. So I said okay. And then I was thinking, it looks like 12-month PAO. But then I'm thinking, oh, she said, do I have any lozenges? And I said yes. And she said, suck on one of those, rinse with gargle with salt water, stuff like that. And I'm like, that'll help my throat not feel sore, but that's not going to make me not still catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? It's the symptom. It just alleviates the symptoms. It's not going to like make it so I don't catch a cold. So what I'm thinking now is to not go to the repast because you're going to be eating and I can't eat with a mask on. And everybody's always close and everybody's sitting together talking. And I'm just like, I don't want anybody to get sick. And there's going to be some elderly people there as well. My uncle was 74. But so I don't know. But I will go to the service and wear a mask. And when I was sick last winter, when people come up to me, I'm like, I have a cold. It's not COVID, but I have a cold. Just want you to know. And some people would still come and hug me, and other people are like, thanks for telling me. And they would just like kind of run off. Because I'm very I don't want people to get sick and it be my fault. This says Proteiny Peptide Resurf Serum. Is this the one that I have? I think this is. Do I have this one? 10% lactic acid, 11 signal peptides. I'm pretty sure I do have this one because everything's color coded, and I have. But I will use it. because I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's the one I have or not, but we'll see. So we're gonna put that with the skincare stuff. So, and even now, my voice to me is sounding kind of rough. And I remember a couple of days ago, I'm like, my voice is kind of froggy. And then I'm wondering too, is that why the last few days when I did videos, like I was sweating, even though the temperature was just like fluctuating. And I think that's what has me getting sick. Is it'd be 55 degrees one day, and then the other day we hit 81 degrees, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? But anyway, so I think that's what it is. And so I'm wondering if me sweating like that was part of catching this cold, even though it always starts in my throat though. And it was so bad that when I was doing my makeup, sweat would bead up here. And when I would tap it with a brush, it would lift my foundation. And that used to never happen. Like my sweat is strong. And I'm like, it has never done that before. So I don't know what that's about. So standing in line at Sephora, I'm looking over, and maybe like 6 feet over, 7 feet over is the one size stuff. And I'm like, because I've been curious about the powders, but I never wanted to buy it. And so the line was so freaking long. I kept looking over there, and I'm like, when they call me, I can just like dart over and get it and go back. And so when they finally got to me, I said, do you mind if I just run over there and grab that? She's like, sure, go ahead. So what did I grab? The one size powder. This is the mini. Because then I'm thinking too, the sweat stuff. You know what I mean? Like, why have I been sweating like that? So this is, and we're gonna spray this on the face today. So this, where is this? This was $17, 20% off, $13.60 for this. I just didn't want to commit to getting it full size. Because I'm happy with the Scandinavia. The temperature fluctuating. My dad caught the flu and he hasn't been able to get rid of the cough for 2 weeks. I hope it clears up soon. The last time I had the flu it's when I was with Trevor, and it was what his brother and wife brung their 2 snot-nosed kids, and both me and him were sick off and on for 3 months after that. I said, you know what? And so that next year, when it was another family gathering, he was like, oh, well, such and so has a fever. Should we come? We were all like, no, don't come. Like, no. And even that day they came, they were like, oh, they had a fever last night, but today freaking snot-nosed little kids. We were both him and I were sick off and on for 3 months straight from them damn snot-nosed kids. And so I hope it doesn't take that long for your dad, Nina. But that's the last time I had the flu. It was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And no, I don't get the flu shot, but I don't get the flu. So when people be bringing their kids around, I'll be like, And even for me not feeling well, I'm like, do I want to go? Like, I don't. So I think I might not go to the repass because I can't eat with a mask on. And wherever you sit, somebody's going to be sitting next to you and talking to you. You know what I mean? So let me know if my lighting is okay. I have the one ring light over here. The other two just finished charging. That's what I'm fussing with over here. So then I also picked up, because it was next to the spray, one of the powders. I've been curious about the powders for a very long time. I just never wanted to purchase it, but I just kept looking at them, and I was like, they have the mini sizes. Like, it wasn't even a debate, like, should I or shouldn't I? I just kept looking at it like, And so I got, so the emotional purchase was this moisturizer, the one size powder, and the spray. And this was kind of, but not really, because this I had been eyeballing on the website. I just wanted to see it in person. So y'all know I wanted to try the pink, and I'm like, it'll probably make me great. The stuff that works for everything else, thank you, Dawn. For everybody else, when everybody loves something, on me, it's like, girl, what the hell did you do? So I just got the translucent, and they had a honey or something, and I'm just like, let me just get the translucent. Hopefully it is translucent. And so again, this is the mini, and this, what am I looking at? This was $18. 20% off was $14.40. And so one half of the face, we're going to put this. The other half, we're going to put this, and see what looks like what. And the cashew one is a color, but I'm pretty sure it's going to blend in. And then we're going to spray this on the face. Because my thought was, before my throat was scratchy tonight, I was like, should I do my makeup or not do my makeup? Because if I start sweating and stuff starts, pooling up, and sweat was actually dripping on this side, like down my face. Like, I'm like, what the hell is happening? And I'm not feverish, but and then I thought maybe I'm just having hot flashes. I started getting hot flashes when I was 33. I'm 54 now. I've been getting hot flashes for 21 years. So all of this stuff, and I do have my card connected with Rakuten. So Rakuten was, I think, either 2% off or 4% off. And so my purchase, it was 90 something. And the final purchase with all the discounts from the sale, it was $83.40, which I think is really good. So $83.40. We got a set, we got a single, we got a foundation, powder, full size powder, travel, and a travel spray. So I think I want to swatch the lips first, because trying to get it off, I don't know if I'll mess up my foundation if I have that around here. And I do know this matches me from when I had a sample before. So we are going to do the lip swatches first, unless anybody has any objections. Excuse me. I thank y'all for being here, because I know this was like last minute. Yeah, I was going to just do the video and do a try on and have it posted for tomorrow, because I don't have any content going up tomorrow. And I messed around and did the short today from the look from Trash or Treasure this morning, which I meant to post tomorrow. But and I said, if I'm going to try on, just do a live and just be done with it. So we're going to open up this purple first, Mystic Purple number 135. Who else has what in their cart? Grace, I know you got stuff in your cart. Grace, I saw the that Pat McGrath mothership is not a mothership. Hey y'all, I'll be right back. Oh, okay. What's Friday? Is this her membership live day? Is on Friday, Sons of Ray? Because I know she does her regular ones on Wednesday. Thanks for popping in. So this is 135 Mystic Purple. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Oh, you know what? Because I got that. Oh, shit. It has this tape around it. Yeah, I think her membership lives are the ones that she does on Fridays. So this is, do I want to put on the dark purple and just do, somebody commented these smell really bad. They don't. Oh, I need my mirror down here so I can see my lips. I don't like this angle because I can see clear up my nose. So this is Mystic Purple. Yep, this is light. That's this one. Okay, these feel so nice. And you know what? They do feel more creamy than the older ones. I can say that. And when they dry down, it still doesn't feel dry. I'm waiting to see what Grace puts too. This is dark purple. And so we're going to do our ombre thing, which is the reason that I purchased this one. What I'm going to start doing too is using those City Lips plumping lip glosses as toppers. Because I put it over top of a liquid lipstick. And I still felt that slight tingle for like 20 seconds. So it does still penetrate the liquid lipsticks. But they say to put it directly on your lips. And so I never tried it until recently over top of a lipstick. But now I know. You're editing your haul right now, says Grease. I know. My throat, the more I talk, the more my throat hurts. But I am going to put a mask on and go to the service. Yo, I'm going to be so sleep deprived. I need to leave home at least by 9:15 to get to my aunt's. I know I'm bringing this too far over. We're going to put some more of that lighter purple on it. The service is at 11, but family's meeting at the one aunt's house. The limousines will be there, she said, by 10:30 because the service starts at 11. So I need to leave home at least 9:15 at the latest. And y'all know I don't go to sleep till after the sun come up. So, and that's another factor too, into not feeling well sometimes, is because when you're sleep deprived, your immune system tanks. If you're sleep deprived for long enough. Looking up here is throwing me off because it's the opposite view. So I'm like, what side am I? What side is this side? This side. This over here. I like this. Mm-hmm. 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 And that's what I purchased this one for. Yay me. She cute. She cute. I'm gonna have to let me take out my label maker now so I can make these labels later of when I opened it. I'm glad. I am so glad, like when I have a vision and it shows up the way I envisioned it. But we'll see what the other ones are looking like. So let's wipe this off. These did come off pretty easy because I just put it on. But if I wait like 5 minutes, y'all saw me the last time. I was like rubbing and rubbing. And my culture, our memorial last 7 days. What's your culture, Nina? I think Jewish people, I think theirs is they have a whole process too, I think. Yeah, here we just do the service and then the repast. Buddhism. Okay. Wow, 7 days. So do you do certain things on the 7 days or certain things that you don't do for the 7 days? Or is it just regular days? I don't know if that made sense. I don't know if that made sense. So let me. All right. So which two did I say? That hot pink one is not for nothing. So we're gonna swatch that later. So I think these. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I think these were the two sets for ombre lips that I was thinking. All right. So we're going to do these, and these don't have the tape on it either. But because it was in that package and because it was connected wherever you zip it, it won't unzip. This one is number 13, Marvelous Mauve. So we're going to put this on. And my lips don't feel dry. Y'all, that City Lips lip oil, I am in love. I've been putting it on every night before I go to sleep. Oh my gosh. If I have the opportunity to get that again, I will get that again. And I am still using the eye cream, but I haven't really, it's not irritating my under eye, but I don't know if it's making a difference. It says use twice a day. I'm only using once a day. But I'll talk about that in another video. So this is Marvelous Mauve or Mauve. One of the instructors, she pronounced it Mauve. Mauve. And I'm like, what is she saying? So people, where is it? Oh my gosh. People pronounce it different ways. I say mauve. Some people say mauve. And it might just depend on where you're from. Because it's MAU. So what is that anyway? You know what I mean? Like, how do you, I don't know. This is like almost not there. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of Riri. The gloss. And so that is that one. This one that we're going to put on the outside, this is number 127, which is Frozen Pomegranate. So Frozen Pomegranate and Marvelous Mauve. I don't know what's marvelous about it. I mean, she's cute, but it's like a there, not there for me. So let's see. This might be kind of loud for this. For that marvelous shade. They're going to see. But for that grunge factor, that golf factor, it might work. I don't know. But you know what? I think it works in the sense that the center shade is barely there. In person, I mean, I'm sure y'all can see something, but it's very subtle. This shade is subtle. I do like this. This is like a halo eye, but on the lips. How you have the dark shade on the outer corner. This is different. After 100 days, we do another service. Wow. That is intense. I mean, compared to what we do here, and even for work, if it's a parent, I think they give you 5 days off of work. For just regular other family members, you get 3 days off from work, and then that's it. And it's just like, so they think you can just, you done grieving in 3 days. Like it sounds like a lot. So, and so Nina, um, so is the, I don't want to sound insensitive. I am just really curious, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to. So does the body get buried after the second service or before? Like after the first service? I do like this. I do like this. It's not subtle how the gradient for the purples were, but this is definitely like a gothy look. And depending on my eye look, y'all, this is gonna rock. Yeah. Uh-oh. It started drying. I picked it down. Oh, okay. Cremated after the 100 days. Oh, the day of. Cremated the day of. Okay. I had told somebody I wanted to be cremated, and they were like, "Why are you gonna be put in the fire?" I'm like, "My spirit won't be here. I won't feel it." Like, but some people are. I don't know. It's a touchy subject when you talk to people about what they believe, and then if you believe the Bible, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and so eventually you're going to be dust anyway. So just go ahead and be cremated. It's my thought, and it's a lot cheaper than paying for a casket because that just goes in the ground too. So, I don't know. So we got these two. The next two that we're going to swatch. You believe in reincarnation? I sometimes wonder, or like how sometimes once in a while I come across a kid and the way they think. It was this little boy, he was like 7. But the way he thought and the things he would say and the way his eyes looked, not like wrinkles or anything, but he just had like a wisdom to him. And people would say he's an old soul. And so sometimes I do wonder. Sarah says, my mom said if we didn't cremate her as she wished, she would come back and haunt all 6 of us. Oof. Okay, please cremate her. Don't let her haunt you. And so I do wonder sometimes. But this kid, it was weird, but not like a bad weird. Because he would just say things that like a 40 or 50-year-old would say. And we're like, he's only 7. Like, how does he know these things? And to look at him, he just like in his eyes, he just had that wisdom type look. I know I'm probably not making sense, but oh, that's good, Sarah. And people say I'm an old soul that I have been here before. Yeah, and when people would describe him, they would be like, yeah, he's an old soul. And I'm like, because he just had he had the wisdom about him, and I'm just like, he's only 7. So we're going to put on 124. And 124 is Rose Instinct. It says, oh, I dropped my Fenty box. Ow. Y'all, I've been gaining weight because I've been eating too much. I don't have an appetite, but I've been eating too much. Figure that out because I'm grieving. And maybe I'll play with different combinations for ombre lips too. Whatever I do, you guys will see it in the video. I was going to do a look tonight, but this is like a Marvelous Mauve. They're not there. But these are pretty though, and they feel so good. This one is 01, which is Always Red. So Always Red and Rose Instinct. Excuse me. Usually they're quiet. When I got back from the store, I scheduled the live and I had like 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. And I'm like, shoot. So I made some tuna fish. I put salad toppings in it, which is from McCormick because it has like a bunch of crunchy stuff in it. And I put dried cranberries in it, some cucumbers and Gouda cheese, and some Pinzi seasonings. And so I scarfed that down before the live. Troll. What? I know. Right. This one time, I'm gonna pick on you, Grace. This was a while ago, and she went, "Brr," and I was like, and she didn't even say excuse me or nothing. I was cracking up, and so I commented. I said, "I am so proud of you for that belt. You are definitely an official troll king." I was cracking up, like, "Oh my god, that was like." This was long time ago, probably in the summer. I don't know, but I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Oh my god," and she just kept on talking. I said, like a true troll. I said, "I am so proud." I said, "I'm so proud of you." Yes, I did, and they're not sour, Nina. It came 5 packs was the lowest quantity I can buy. I ate them all over like 3 days. They're not sour to me. They're and I was surprised. I thought they were going to be more sour. Um, they were strawberry flavor. It did taste like strawberry, but they weren't sour to me. So as far as that or red vines, it would just depend on what flavor I want that day. Yeah, and maybe because I like sour stuff. Like I want stuff like warheads. I want something that's gonna be like that's gonna make me like pucker up and clench my jaw and all of that. And they were just like, oh, these are good. And they reminded me of watermelon sour patch kids. That's what they taste like to me. This is cute. This is a more toned down version of the one we just did, I think. I probably could have did without these two, but it was in a set. I do like this though. I would have to blend more, of course. I realized that when I tried to do an ombre with one of the other colors I was experimenting one night, these don't play well with other liquid lipsticks. And so that's how I knew I was going to need to get more of the cream lip stains. She cute. She all right. So we got one more to try. That hot pink one, I think it was. Try and get it off where it dries all the way. I'll send you the ones you found in your local. Okay. We don't have a little near me. Years ago, they built the structure, but they never opened. They never opened. And it was less, excuse me for smacking. It was less than 5 minutes away. And they might not have been real ones because they came from Amazon. So sometimes it's like, is it authentic or something else? But I looked online for at like Walmart, Target, grocery stores, and nowhere had them. So that's why I bought them from Amazon. Sarah says they're not sour to her either. Pickle juice. Ah, no, that's too. But yeah, that's the feeling I want, but just a different flavor than pickles. Sarah says they're not sour to me either, but there's probably something wrong with my taste buds because I drink pickle like it's. Oh, that's why Nina said. Excuse me, said pickle juice. This one is the last one, number 126, and this is hot pink. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm wondering, like, do I even want to open it or give it away? Remember that Pat McGrath's Quint giveaway closes on the 5th. So y'all got 4 more days. I don't see me using this one unless I do like a dark lip line, and I guess I'm keeping it because I just opened it. So this is hot pink. Is that what it said? Yeah, hot pink. You know what? That City Lips lip gloss, Tanya called it Barbie pink. I forget what it was called. It wasn't. Was it watermelon? I don't think it was watermelon, but it showed up. Actually, it showed up brighter than this. So I think I might have tried it on in a haul video. not a haul video, a live stream, which is where I usually do try stuff, right? This is different. I would put on a lip liner. I followed my lip line. This side is fuller than this side, and this side comes up higher. So like from here this way is fuller. So it's like full and then it like shrinks in. So that's my natural lip line. In person, this is looking super pink. I would not use this on its own. Yeah, this is different. I'm trying to think of what to do. This is, I don't think this is gonna look right. This is black cherry. This is too dark. I mean too bright. So we're going to be experimenting in videos with a lip. And whether I like it or not, we're gonna rock it. Because it doesn't matter what you wear. If you wear it in confidence, that's what it does. And people are like, wow. So it's not only what you wear, it's how you wear it. And that's why I say, wear what you want and just rock it. It might be the ugliest outfit, but the way they carry themselves, you'd be like, damn, that's nice. Knowing damn well it's ugly as hell. It's about the attitude. I know, I love this too. Black cherry, you know, Sarah, you know. All right, let's and this side is in too far. But we're gonna put some more of this on here. And then we're gonna get to the foundation and the powders. I have been curious about the one size powders. So it's supposed to be like sweat proof, blah 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 proof. And what's been surprising me is the way I've been sweating, even with that Scandinavia spray on. So I don't know if I'm just hot flashing when that happens or what. You know what? This will work. I need to refine it. But as far as the colors, yeah, I just need to have something dark in the corners. This side is like way over. This will work as an ombre lip. All right. Hot pink and black cherry. And no, I'm not going to remember those. Get it off where it dries. And then, hey, Sunsaray. Was that Lori's member only live? Because I think I had saw one before. Well, the announcement. Because she had posted it. This was before. So it's Fridays, her members only live? Oh, okay. I'm getting a hold of these lip colors. And my lips do not feel dry or flaky or anything, even though I'm rubbing it hard with paper towel. We're going to put on some more chapstick, and then we're going to get into the primer, foundation, powders, and the sprays. For some reason, I'm not liking the smell of this now. And it smells like it always did. So I think this cold is messing with my sense of smell. I'm just opening this translucent powder. And I hope it's translucent because, as I was saying, the translucent one from Too Faced, that one is not quite translucent on me. It makes me look ghastly. But we'll see about this. I just took the plastic off so that way once we get started, we can keep rolling. Whew. Okay, so I got my palette here because y'all know I mix my primer with my foundation. So that's all the lippies. I am glad that I have this set, and I do recommend it. If you like any of those colors, or if it's like two you don't like because the price is so good, for 30% off, it's $26 for 5. For just one full price is $16. So I do recommend it. And if you know somebody who would like the other colors, I do highly recommend it. So we're going to take our Inglot palette and we're going to do 2 squirts. And we're going to, this is the Soft Matte primer. Soft Lit Hydrating Foundation. Ooh, that pumped a lot. I didn't even push it down all the way, but that looks like a lot. I do like that I think these are airless pumps. I hate leaving nozzles messy. That's a me thing. I want to say this is shaped different than the other one for some reason, but it's not, because you know what, it might be because the primer, this one is shaped a little different. This is just smooth on on the sides, and it's just rounded here. This one, you have the indentation and then an indentation like all the way around. You see what I'm saying? How you see how it indents here, but for this one, it's just one, if that makes sense. So yeah, it is shaped different. That's interesting. But I like that all of her stuff kind of has that octagonal shape. Is octagonal a word? It is today. So we're gonna mush this together and we're gonna apply this all over. I might need more. Wait a minute. What? I do here first because this is where I want the most coverage, is this area, and then I'll come under my eyes. Wherever you touch down first is where you're gonna get the most coverage. It has a scent to it. I don't remember it smelling like that, but then it was a sample. And so you see how this one is my shade, whereas when I use the soft matte, once it dries down, is my shade. So this one does not oxidize. The soft matte one oxidizes, but when the soft matte dries down, it's the same exact shade as this one. So if you're curious about one or the other, if you know your shade for the soft matte, it's the same shade in the soft lit. I was contemplating getting her foundation powder, but I couldn't figure out how to figure out my shade, and it was so busy in Sephora. So look at that, y'all. I'm just not used to looking glowy. There wasn't anyone to help me unless I wanted to wait, and I already had to wait for. And I asked the cashier. It was only one cashier working. Everybody else was running around the store helping people. So I asked the cashier. I said, "Excuse me," because I didn't want the customer she was waiting on to curse me out. I said, "Can you call somebody for pickup?" She said, "Oh yeah, sure." And it still took like 5 minutes for the person to come back there. And so, because I was going to ask somebody to help me find the powder foundation, because I was concerned about my makeup for tomorrow. But now that I'm wearing a mask, I'll just do an eyeshadow look or maybe put foundation on. I don't know. So I was thinking if I do a powder foundation, even if I start to sweat and it beads up, I can just refresh the powder foundation. That's what my thought was. But I'm glad. See, I'm not used to looking this glowy. But damn if this is not my perfect shade. So there's a little bit more on the palette. I've heard people say, let me know if you're a brush person or a sponge person, because I've heard some people say they don't use sponges for, they don't use brushes for foundation because it always leaves streaks. And I think I never get streaks because even if I go like this over here, I go back and pat it. And so it looks like my skin texture, but not textured, if that makes sense. Like it looks like my skin. And so I think maybe it's my technique. I don't know. You're a brush person, Nina. And years ago, I tried the sponge, y'all. All it did was lift foundation off my face, lift the concealer off. And even when I would dampen it. So I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was pressing too hard. So why silly ass me bought a bag of the AOA sponges off of Amazon for my kit, because I don't even like using sponges. But I never have streaks or anything that people talk about. Or they put product on and then they say, yeah, I use a brush, but then I have to go back with the sponge. And I'm just like, and when I tried it for concealer, probably like 10 years ago, all it did was lift the concealer right off my face. So I'm just like, and I think it's because I don't use a lot. When you see me use concealer, I put a dot here, and maybe a dot here, and that's it. And so that little bit of product, the sponge just took it off. And when I see people using concealers, they may still do the triangle thing. So it's a lot of product. So yes, it's going to blend and absorb the excess product where I don't have excess product. That took 2 pumps. That took everything. And so I think that's what it was, but I'm not sure. That's just my theory. So I don't like looking this glowy. And that was my issue before. I was like, I'm not used to looking like this. And so I did not bring sponge tips or what's the word? My lipstick applicator, and this eye is starting to. I might have hit myself in the eye. Excuse me. Yay me. So The foundation is good. Oh my, excuse me. All right, so we're going to get into these powders. These people. Some people put on so much concealer. I wonder how that finishes look doesn't look cakey. Finish look doesn't look cakey. I be wondering that too. So I don't know if it's like the setting powder they use, because even my little bit of concealer, if I put too much, and especially because I use Estee Lauder, which is full coverage, it will crease a little bit. And so they say don't press it into your crease, your wrinkles, but I do. And you'll see me, I'll press it in, because otherwise, even if I go like this, it'll still just look cracked. So I just like fill in the cracks. Use a puff to set your concealer with a translucent powder. So I'll press it in. And this is usually the brush I use for setting powder. And I'll set under the eyes first and around here if I did, what's the word? Put concealer around here. Editing, where they just look fabulous with anything. I wish I knew, though. I don't know. But I'll be wondering, too, because I'm just like, that's a lot of freaking product. I'm like, that's a lot of money just for it to be coming off in a sponge. This eye is tearing. All right. So I'm just trying to give it time to dry a little bit. Hey, Monique. Are you feeling any better today? I hope so. So this is it. And the thing, too, about the soft matte, it does dry down for me. So I was thinking if I put that on and just don't powder down, even if I started to sweat or whatever, I can always refresh. But now that I'm wearing a mask tomorrow, I won't bother with that. So we're going to shake some of the cashew. Make sure I don't mix up my brushes. Put the foundation brush over there. So I did show you I had two of these. So this is the cashew we're going to put on this side. And I do just tap in the lid. I tap and turn. And I do this for the fashion fair too. Like you said, some people make everything look good. I tried using a brush as setting powder under the eye. It looked amazing on someone, but not on me. Isn't that something? And that's why my intro is the way it is. Use what you want, however you want to. Because I was thinking it was something wrong with me because I was doing everything that people love, and it wasn't working for me. I did used to use cashew before. It's not quite my complexion, but it doesn't look crazy. It gives me, I forget what it's described as. They probably washed it right off after filming. I don't know. I forget what this is described as. And I used to use nutmeg, which is hella deep. And I used to use that for contour, like back in the day. But then when I found Fashion Fair, I was like, so why did I get this one? Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. So this is cashew. I do like how it took some of the shine down. Oh, I was going to go on the wrong side. I want to get this disco ball off my nose. So I like that. So this is without any powder. So we're going to put that translucent on from Patrick Star. Let me see real quick since I still have open my Sephora app. Fenty powder. So cashew is described as, this eye is still tearing. I'm wondering now if this eye has been tearing so bad because maybe I'm poking myself in the eye with the brush. That's what I'm kind of wondering now. But then it's only this side. This eye is starting to tear. Cashew is for medium to tan skin tones, and that's all it says about that. So, banana powder has never worked for me at all. They have a banana. Their honey is for tan to deep skin tones, great for brightening. And it did make me look brighter. And to me, it didn't look natural because I know what I look like. And they have hazelnut. Where's the one I used to use before? They don't have nutmeg anymore? Not at Sephora anyway. So that's that. So let's get with Patrick. And so some just make all these little tricks look great. I don't know how they be doing that. So I shake it to get some out of the component. That might actually be enough. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna take a clean brush. This is a different texture than the Fashion Fair, which is finely milled and it's really silky. This, it's in clumps. So even putting it on the brush, you see how that's like that? The Fenty didn't do that. The Fashion Fair doesn't do that. But then I didn't tap off yet. But the way it's looking in the cap, it's not finely milled. But we'll see what it looks like. But it is supposed to be, what, full matte something, ultimate finishing powder, 24-hour shine control, all day wear, sweat proof, no flashback. So we're going to see what it looks like though. But we're going to see. Because some translucent powders don't look translucent on me. It does appear to be translucent. Um, you don't use one size under your eyes, it's too drying. I'm looking at how this side is darker, but this one is my darkest patch over here, and it's tearing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my first impressions of this powder. It is translucent. The hourglass says it's translucent, but it makes my under eye darker. And so that's why I stopped putting that under my eyes. I don't like how my under eye is looking. And another thing I thought was with the hydrating foundation, that because it does like brighten, because it makes me look dewy, that would camouflage some of my under eye discoloration, which it did. But now that I have that powder here, like that is looking dark. And this side is darker than this side. I don't know. Nina's asking Dawn if you picked up any fragrances. It is translucent. I'm not sure I like how it's looking under my eye. So this is one size. This side is the cashew. I think the cashew looks more natural. And maybe because it does add just a little bit of color. What do y'all think? This is the Fenty cashew over here. The one where I have that mole right there, that freckle right there, or whatever you call that thing. And this is the one size. It is translucent, and I do see that. Because where I see color on this side, but it looks like my complexion though. This side is ignore the under eye. The one size, says Monique. So if I was going to powder down, it's looking like I would need to or would want to put on concealer. Because once I put the powder on, it took away that dewiness of the foundation under my eye. And even the soft matte looks good under my eye. But then once I powder, well, because the Truly Tawny is my complexion, it looks right. But I'm looking like, so who else says what? This is the Fenty, where the mark is right here. The cashew powder, this is one size. Monique says she likes the one size. What else do y'all say? And I will be using both of them because I got them. I'm not going to return them. Oh. Hey, Kat. Okay, I appreciate you being here. So we're going to open up this spray. Sarah says cashew. I like cashew too because it just adds a little bit of color. But this is definitely translucent. And some translucent powders are not translucent on me. They make me look ghastly. And I'm used to, even with the Fashion Fair. Oh. Nina says the Fenty looks like skin. The one size looks like a filter. Does it say blurring or anything? No, all day wear, sweat proof, no flashback, 24-hour shine control. That's interesting. I see what you're saying. Or maybe is it because I have more freckles in this mark over here that it's looking like that. And this side, you can see the hollow of my cheek too. And we do have powder here too. And you can kind of see it here too, depending on how I angle my face, the natural hollow in my cheek. How do they feel? This felt, the one size, Nina says either. The one size feels smoother. Not that I've been sitting home all day doing this. This side feels smoother than the cashew. Dare I say, I can still feel the foundation under here. It's not tacky, and maybe because the one side is so smooth that this side is feeling like my fingers are not sticking to it, but I can feel the foundation underneath. Where over here, it's just, wow. All right, so Sarah says maybe one size will cancel out the discoloration on the other side. But it's translucent, so if it's translucent, it's not going to add any color. But let's try it. Sarah's one of my road dogs, y'all. I will say, though, it seemed like I needed to use a lot of the one size. It is not as finely milled, which is weird that it feels so friggin', it's over here. It feels so smooth. All right, we're going to put some over here. I am glad that I am trying this. I've been curious about it for a long time. There was a time when, that's the wrong side. This is the one side. I see what you're saying. It does look like a filter. It does look like it's blurring. But you know what? In person, looking in this mirror down here, it's looking a tad cakey. This side looks like my skin. This side is looking cakey. Even like right here and down here. It's not as finely milled, but it does feel very smooth. And this is what I meant to do, was put one side over here to see if it'll cancel out. It feels really nice, but in person it's cakey. But then we're going to put the spray on, though, so it might work itself out. So let's see. So this is the Fenty cashew side. It has a scent to it. A very slight perfumey smell. That's strange. So we're going to blend this in over here. I'm going to put the one side over the cashew. And you can see my mustache on the Fenty side. That's how it's under my eyes. Look, Dion. So I just use it on the perimeter of your face. Oh, it made your under eye look cakey. Even down here is looking cakey. Like this area here. Like I'm seeing lines here, which I didn't even really notice they were there before. Like right here. And they're here too, but this is looking cakey. The one side is a little cakey. It's not finely milled, so it's just ironic to me that it feels so smooth. It's definitely a thicker powder, but it just feels really smooth. This is interesting. In person, it looks dry, and that's what's making it look cakey. But then it is, well, we know he do the full beat stuff. I don't do full beat. I'm okay with myself shining through. So did that even it out? My under eye is just looking crazy. This is my darkest patch though, like right here. Looking on my screen, that's that Amelia right there popping out because it's powder on it, making it look brighter. Up here it looks good. It is just so freaking smooth though. It feels very smooth. But in person, looking in the mirror down here, it looks cakey. But we're gonna see what happens when you spray this powder. Spray the powder. Ciao. Spray the spray. I do like that it's an aerosol type thing. I got it in my mouth. That's weird because I'm used to just the I don't even know if I got it everywhere. A lady in the store wanted to try it, so the Sephora employee was like doing one of them, like what I just did, like all over her face. I need a mint. Okay, it doesn't look. Oh yeah, it looks dry. The one side looks dry, and it's accentuating my lines. And I forgot I had lines down here till just now. Like when I do this. But I saw those without doing that, especially on the one side. It's drying. It's drying. The spray, I need a mint. Got it in my mouth. But I'm looking in this mirror down here. It looks dry. My skin is looking dry. We will still use it. It is a travel size, and I'll just use the Scandinavia spray. So it feels really nice though, but and maybe I'm not used to looking matte. Like I know I said I got the hydrating primer because my skin was looking drier, and I didn't like that glowy look. I don't, but y'all know I'm gonna use it. I don't know about the under eye though, but this is my darkest side. So not paying too much attention to the under eye. How do y'all think the face is looking now that we sprayed it? This is the cashew with one size on top. This is just the one size. And it's ironic that it does look like it's blurring, and some like this area looks like it's blurring. But down here, I can see a whole lot of lines. You use one size more when it was hotter here. It's looking really dry in person. My skin is looking dry, borderline cakey. It's accentuating my lines down here, which usually I don't even notice. But it feels really nice though. It feels really smooth. So what do y'all say? Now that we have the powder on, the spray on. One size powder with the spray, cashew and powder, one size in the spray. So what are y'all thinking? Looks the same? It looks good from where you guys are. But the one size did blur my mustache area because this side looks so much darker right here than it does here. So maybe I'll just use it for like this part of my face and maybe my forehead, but not under eye and not around here. But even though, yeah, this side of my mustache is gone, and you can see it over here. Even see that? So maybe I'll just do the one size on my cheek area right here and my forehead and not go into this area here or under my eye because it is looking cakey in person. So what do y'all think? Nobody has opinions? It just feels so good though. But it's drying. My skin looks dry. And I never look dry. But it did cover up my mustache over here. That's interesting. It look fine on your TV, says Sarah. I'll watch it back and be like, oh yeah, that do look good. And the foundation is not, it has not creased under my eyes. And the Fenty doesn't anyway. When I start tearing, that's when it looks crazy. Like it's not creased or cracked under my eyes. The powder did not settle in under my eyes, but it just looks dry, especially around here. But that is it, y'all. We tried on 6 lippies. We tried on this cream. Tried on 2 different powders. Tried the spray. It got in my mouth. And we tried the cashew powder. So everything I bought, we tried except for the dentist foundation. But I had a sample that I am still using. I think I have 2 more uses out of it. And I do actually like it. So everything I purchased, we tried today. Can't really tell the difference after you put the one size on the other side. Yeah, this is the cashew side. Everything we put the one side on top of it. Cass says the Fenty looks more glowing. This is the Fenty side. I agree. The Fenty does give a little bit of color, even though it does blend in and add something to it. But I'm just like, you can still see my mustache over here. And this side you can't with the one size. But in person it's just looking dry. And I'm not used to that. So I might try the powder with the Scandinavia spray. I might try that. We'll see what happens. So that'll be it. I am partial to the Fenty side. But the one size feels really smooth. It's like really smooth. And I don't know how they do it when they put on so much product and it just looks smooth as a baby's butt. I'm like, how do they do that? I don't know how they do that. And I'm okay because we're trolls here. Well, I'll speak for myself. So I do accept whatever's happening. And I am like 54 freaking years old. So, and I'm proud of that. So that'll kind of be it, y'all. You like your Fenty powder too? I will say I still like the Fashion Fair better. But when I finish up the Fashion Fair, because I maybe have 3 more weeks left use of it, then I will exclusively use this one and use this up before I open up another Fashion Fair. Because this is up in 12 months. Fashion Fair is 24 months. But this is made in Italy. So we are going to use that. And I remember I liked it before. So this is going to be it, y'all. Let me ask you this. If you have used the Fenty liquid foundation and their powder foundation, how did you find what your shade was for the powder foundation? You almost done with your Fenty powder, Sarah. I'm glad you're liking that Fashion Fair. I love, oh my gosh, it is so, well, you see, it is just so, man, I love it. So that's going to be it. But do let me know if you've tried either one of the Fenty foundations, the soft matte or the soft lit, and you've tried their powder foundation. How did you find what your shade was? Because even looking at the shade range in the store, it seemed like there was like this many of light powder foundations, and then like this many the darker foundations. So I'm like, excuse me, which one would be my shade? So I didn't get it. So that's going to be it, y'all. Thank y'all for being here, trying all of this stuff on. And I feel good about trying everything that I bought and that I like everything that I bought. I learned that one size powder feels good, but it just makes my skin look dry in person. I think I used the Shade Twin on here. Oh. I need to do that. Shade Twins throw me off with their foundation and concealer because for the Fenty Foundation 335, it says the concealer is 335, but it's very, very light. It's like 5 shades lighter than the foundation. And then they say use 315 for brightening. But I'm like, the 335 is bright. So I don't know. And I think I had got like shade 360 before, and it did look okay, but Estee Lauder looked better. It gave more coverage. Estee Lauder gave more coverage. So my ring light went out. You lucked out and you were shocked. Nina says, FYI, Sephora has $10 complexion kits with voucher. I think they rotate every couple of months. I saw that. But how do they give you? Well, I guess they could give you a sample of the powder foundation because other stuff does that. And it's just like the powder stuck in a bubble thing and you peel it off and use it. But I was thinking that because I was thinking what to put on for the service tomorrow, that if I sweat, it wasn't going to look crazy. But there are sample sizes. Okay. Says Nina. But since I don't have a mask on, I won't even worry about the face because then it'll just be in the mask anyway. But I think I'm going to do an eye look. I don't know. I do still kind of want to put the foundation on and just don't set it. But then a hydrating one, because it's shiny, I think it might transfer. I need to look it up. The soft matte is supposed to not transfer. But it does dry down for me. So I am confident just to wear that on its own and not set it. And then if I need to reapply, I can just reapply, which would mean carrying stuff with me, which I don't think I really want to do all that. But anyway, so I'm going to chill out for the rest of tonight because I need to be out the door by at least 9:15 in the morning, which means I'm going to be very sleep deprived unless I just happen to fall asleep. The one size is so freaking smooth. Oh my gosh. So let me know what y'all think of these products. If you have any of these, if you have, well, some of y'all did say your experience with the one size already. But again, that Sephora lip kit, not the lip kit, that little package, which I do recommend it, even if you just like two of the shades, because buying it for $26, that's still two shades instead of the $16 for just one. And you get this cute little pouch. Will my phone fit in here? Nope. Nope. So it doesn't fit a phone. So I don't know what will go in here. But anyway, it's a cute little cherry thing. Somebody's little kid might like it, or their daughter or something. But anyway, so that's all of our stuff, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I know this was like just come on here and do this thing last minute, but yeah, I don't have anything going up tomorrow here, and I don't think I have anything for Sunday. Monday we'll be back for our live stream. What are we doing on Monday? Monday. Oh, that's a fun one. Okay, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Yeah, so we won't have anything going on until Monday night for that live, and that'll be it. I'm being so rude. I was reading a text message. Have a great evening. I think I might still do an eye look since my face is done, but then my under eye ain't looking right. I ain't gonna do an eye look tonight because I'm gonna want to put concealer on. Like right here, don't look bad, but like here, it's like, girl, get some sleep. I'm double bad excited at that. So that'll be it. Thank y'all. I am gonna give so much. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Tomorrow's gonna be rough. I don't think I'm gonna go to the repast because I can't eat with a mask on, and I don't want anybody to catch my cooties. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. And yeah, this is rough. But thank you so much for that. Thank you, Sarah. We'll be chatting like we always do. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna fix something else to eat and just like lounge on the sofa, find some movies to watch, catch up on YouTube videos, and I'm gonna wash my face first in case I do fall asleep, and I won't be sleeping with this on. But yeah, so we'll be back on Monday, and I appreciate y'all being here and letting me know how stuff looks. I'm excited about the lippies, the ombre lips that we're going to be doing. Dawn of the Dead, you're alive now. You said after Halloween you was going to come back alive, so you need to come back. Come back to the land of the living. So y'all will see me Monday. Thank you so much. And that's going to be it for today. I am content with all of my purchases. I just need to not open my mouth with that spray. So everything I got is a 2 thumbs up, which is great. And that's why I always say, if nothing else, just buy a backup of your staple items. And unless you can get it somewhere else cheaper with a better sale. So yeah, so we're going to go. I'm really going to go. I keep saying that. So let me say this. As always, because y'all know when I say that, we're really leaving. As always, sorry for the glare, self-acceptance and self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you for being here, y'all. And y'all will see me back here Monday night. Well, you don't have no service on? That sucks. All right, y'all. We're going to go. So you'll see me Monday. Everybody have a good weekend. If you're traveling, be safe. If you're hanging out, have fun. And yeah, that'll be it. Bye.